Jude 22, and of some have compassion, making a difference.
We are Chris and Luann War, missionaries to the U.S. military.
There are currently 2.5 million men and women that wear the military uniform. Between World War I and the Vietnam War, there were over 634,000 servicemen and women that died in combat. During Desert Storm, 293 U.S. troops were killed. How many of those troops died without Christ? Presently, there are hundreds of thousands of U.S. troops deployed to hostile areas around the world. How many more must die without knowing the truth? Like a farm and field, military people are unique. They have their own customs. They have their own language, their own way of life. They even dress differently. Many work in hazardous conditions. Military chaplains are required to set up and in many instances conduct services for all different religions. It is also very difficult for a lost person to find the truth of salvation in this confusing melting pot of religions. My name is Chris War, and I have answered God's call to reach our military for Christ. Our sending church is Patuxent Baptist Church in Great Mills, Maryland.
Hi, I'm Rick Connor, pastor of Patuxent Baptist Church in Maryland. The Navy transferred Chris and his family to Patuxent Naval Air Test Center in 1995, and they wasted no time in becoming involved in various activities of our church. He has served in several capacities as assistant pastor, treasurer, youth pastor, Sunday school teacher. He has an incredible love for souls and is one of the best soul winners I know. Chris and Luann received Christ as their Savior in May of 1984 at a military missions church in Spain. He retired as Navy Chief in 1999, and because of his background, he and his wife have a strong desire to work with the military. We love our country and our men and women that serve us, and they deserve good, strong, independent Baptist churches near every base to be there for them. Chris has been a loyal member of Patuxent Baptist Church, and I wholeheartedly recommend the Wars to be part of your missions family.
We know the military life. We lived it for 20 years. We understand the hardships of separation from family. Luann understands what it's like to be both mommy and daddy to 3 little children. Being out to sea, I missed birthdays, holidays, and anniversaries. I even missed the birth of my son. Yes, we understand the hardships of military life. Our goal is to plant churches close to military bases. Our desire is to win lost military men and women to Christ. We'll be supportive of military people who are away from their families or facing separation. We'll teach them the truths of the Bible so they know why they believe what they believe. We will teach them to take a stand and be a witness for Christ. We will instruct and encourage them to start Bible studies and conduct services while on deployment. And finally, teach them to be solid Christian leaders that will teach our future generations. 2 Timothy 2:2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also.
On May 7th, 2006, we started Freedom Independent Baptist Church, about 1.3 miles from the main gate of Naval Station Mayport. Over the past 7 years, we have seen over 400 people saved and 78 people baptized. In February of 2011, God gave our church an opportunity to purchase a building. God has now directed Luann and I to move to the country of Italy to reach the U.S. troops and their families that are stationed there for Christ. Please pray for our troops every day and prayerfully consider supporting the War family, missionaries to the U.S. military.
What this dying world could use is a willing man of God, who dares to go against the grain and work without applause. A man who raised the shield of faith, protecting what is pure, whose love is tough and gentle, a man whose word is sure.
God doesn't need an orator who knows just what to say. He doesn't need authorities to reason him away. He doesn't need an army to guarantee a win. He just needs a few good men, men full of compassion, who laugh and love and cry, men who face eternity and aren't afraid to die, men who fight for freedom and honor once again. He just needs a few good men. He calls the broken derelict whose life has been renewed. He calls the ones who know his son to stand up for the truth. Enlistment lines are open and he wants you to come in. He just needs a few good men, men full of compassion, who laugh and love and cry, men who face eternity and aren't afraid to die, men who fight for freedom and honor once again. He just needs a few good men, men full of compassion, who laugh and love and cry, men who face eternity and aren't afraid to die, men who fight for freedom and honor once again. He just needs a few